Good afternoon everybody, welcome back to Stanford Hall. First time since the end of March. So I thought we'd come and have a little bit of a look and see how things are getting on. Considering the lack of rain, all these planters seem to have done remarkably well. So it goes to show things like Mediterranean herbs and the like actually will tolerate an awful lot of abuse and hot weather and not being watered. And our pansies, which we grew from seed, which are looking really good. Moving along, we've got our strawberry planter, which is looking brilliant. We've got lots and lots of lovely flowers coming on it. So we'll have to be netting this soon to stop the birds from eating our strawberries. These strawberries are great because they were actually given to us originally by a patient who'd grown too many, so it's nice that we can continue growing them for her. And then we come on to our tulips. These particular ones are being grown and will be lifted and dried and taken to the Friends of the 10th Memorial later on in the year, so that's something to look forward to. Daffodils are just about finished. We've got a planter of onions, which I think we can get some other bits and pieces in, but the onions are doing well nonetheless. And we've got a bed of some really quite beautiful pink tulips, which are looking really quite nice in the sunshine today. We've still got one or two bits and pieces growing along the back of the greenhouse, but we're going to have a tidy up there before too long. In the veggie pod, we got garlic and we got peas growing, so that's good. And we'll have a quick trip into our HighGround raised bed area, have a look and see what's going on. We got an amazing crop of broad beans. These broad beans we planted back in the autumn. Again, no water, no rain, and look how good they're doing. They look absolutely amazing. And it's a shame you can't smell. These flowers are absolutely gorgeous scented. And in the middle we've even got quite a decent crop of leeks. And then to top this bed off, our grapevine, which I very carefully dug up and moved from Headley Court, is just starting to shoot, so that's a good sign. We've got our monster kale, which is still doing well, but we've got plenty of beds that we can start to plant in over the next few weeks, so we can do some veg planting. And then we've got a slightly strange addition to the veg garden in that this was planted as an autumn-winter green manure crop, which has gone absolutely berserk and is now taller than I am. So I think we need to address that as well in a not too distant future. We got some rhubarb chard, which is looking good, and we've got a couple of medlar trees that are just being healed in until we've got somewhere permanent for them to go. And then finishing off with an amazing bed of leeks and garlic. We have an apple tree growing too, which the sun. If you look at this, these woodblocks raised beds, this time last year we were still building them. They were still just the side we're looking at now was almost complete, and this side was still just an imagination in my head. So it goes to show things do move on. And it's like the current situation now, it will pass, but these things take time, so I'm going to pause it from here and I shall join you again in the walled garden. So you join me back now in the Pears walled garden, and we're just going to have a quick look through our HighGround areas here. This is the first bed we planted, the rose bed, which if you look is looking absolutely resplendent with tulips poking up through the roses. They were meant to be little dwarf tulips, but never mind, I think they work quite well. And in fact, when I first walked in here, I thought the roses were actually in flower. A herbaceous bed, not quite as spectacular as last year, but lovely tangerine orange geum looking good here. And everything all starting to burst forth. Lupins looking good. You see potential flowers coming there. Delphiniums are looking good, so it's all starting to come on and look good for the coming season. Another GM there, a hollyhock, and our poppies, which will look good again before too very long. And we'll move across. This is our apothecary bed, looking quite overgrown. We've got chamomile, calendula. We've got some parsley, lovely sage getting ready to flower. And then finally, for those who've been waiting, the milk thistle is actually beginning to flower. It might be a spiky, awful plant to grow, but the flowers really do make it worthwhile. They're really quite lovely. And then finally we're back, and this is our wallflower bed. These wallflowers were all sown last August in a nursery bed in the vegetable garden, and the size and colour of them is just absolutely amazing, and the scent coming off them in the sun today is just absolutely beautiful. So nature obviously doesn't know that there's anything wrong at the moment, and we're really lucky walking into this walled garden that you can just stop and pause and just look at all the wonderful flowers, the smells, the scents. Hopefully we'll get a few veg in here as well. So there we go. That is the HighGround area in the walled garden. We'll just come back and have a quick look at the rose bed. And there we go. So a bit of a different video today. It's nice to get back to Stanford Hall, have a look round, see what's going, see what's not going. I shall be back here hopefully 2 half days a week, and we'll start to get some more stuff growing. We'll start to do some more videos, yeah, I look forward to doing some more videos for you, and we'll grow some stuff together and talk about the benefits, and hopefully get you growing stuff too. And I will be back with you later on this week on Thursday, when I should do another video from Stanford Hall, and I'm sure we can find something interesting to do then. In case you're wondering what this weird thing is in the foreground, this is what would have been the initial phases of our show garden for the NEC, for Gardens World Live this year, but rest assured that will be coming back, and we are booked in to be building that in 2021, so that's something else to look forward to. So for me and the sunshine and the tulips, I shall say ta-da for now, and see you all later. All the best. Bye.